NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell has hinted that the idea of hosting a Super Bowl outside of the United States, which once seemed far-fetched, is now becoming more feasible. The NFL, already pushing to expand its global footprint, may soon look beyond American borders to stage its most prestigious event. During an interview, Goodell was asked whether an international venue could host a future Super Bowl. His response suggested the possibility was no longer entirely out of reach. Traditionally, Super Bowls have been awarded to cities with NFL franchises, as a sort of reward for their loyalty to the league. However, Goodell acknowledged that the landscape is evolving, saying, "It wouldn't surprise me at all if that happens one day." This marks a significant shift in the conversation. Although the NFL has been steadily increasing its international presence by staging regular season games abroad, the idea of playing the Super Bowl outside the US has remained a boundary that has yet to be crossed. But as the league's ambitions to globalize the sport grow, so too does the possibility of such a major step. While any international Super Bowl is still several years away, with the next 3 events scheduled for New Orleans, the Bay Area, and Los Angeles, London has emerged as a top candidate for hosting. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, a state-of-the-art facility that has already hosted several NFL games, is seen as an ideal venue. The NFL has a strong foothold in London, with a long history of regular season games held there, including several recent matchups. However, moving the Super Bowl overseas would likely face strong opposition from cities that have traditionally benefited from hosting the event. For cities like Miami and New Orleans, which have been regular hosts, the Super Bowl is a massive economic opportunity, bringing in substantial revenue from tourism and events surrounding the game. Relocating it to a non-NFL city in another country could spark backlash from these established markets. Yet, the NFL remains undeterred in its global aspirations. Goodell also revealed that his long-term vision includes expanding the NFL's regular season to 18 games, which would allow each team to play 1 international game per season. If that happens, the commissioner envisions up to 16 international games each year. Countries such as Ireland and Brazil could soon join the roster of international hosts, with Rio de Janeiro expected to host a game soon. The NFL's global expansion efforts have been steadily increasing. This season, the league marked a historic milestone by holding its first game in South America, with the Green Bay Packers facing off against the Philadelphia Eagles in Brazil during Week 1. Other countries, particularly in Europe, continue to see an increase in NFL-hosted games, with more expected to be added to the schedule each year. As the NFL's international presence grows, so too does the likelihood of the league's biggest game, the Super Bowl, eventually being played abroad. While such a move will likely face resistance, it represents the next frontier in the NFL's quest to expand its global footprint.